going on, YouTube land? Thank you for clicking on the channel. We're going to get right into it. We went out and fished Clear Lake. I actually received a phone call from the director of the club who asked me if I wanted to be in the TOC. I guess a couple of guys couldn't make it. So here's the footage of the events, and let me know what you think. All right, guys, welcome to Clear Lake. Got a 3-day event out here. We're actually fishing turkey shoot, and we made it into a TOC. So we're gonna be fishing both, 2 separate deals. Turkey shoot is every day, every consecutive day there's a turkey shoot. So weights go back to 0 for 3 days. But TOC is combined weight for all 3. See what we can do. I'm gonna give this buzzbait a second. Top water really hasn't been the deal, at least for me lately out here in Clear Lake. It's really hot. Today's gonna be almost 100 degrees or so. Got a 3 o'clock weigh-in, so we're gonna be out here baking for a while. But as of right now, it's a nice, probably, 70 degrees. Just got here in the morning. Lots of carp out here right now, so my electronics are going a little haywire. Lots of fish on them, but I think the majority of these fish that we're seeing are all these giant carp in Clear Lake. All right, guys, so we're making our way up on the north side of Clear Lake here, and water levels are pretty high. As you can see, I'm kind of making my way underneath this bridge. I got to get down and kind of do my thing here with my hand, control the boat. So immediately I kind of dropped that buzzbait deal, jerkbait deal for a second, and pick up a Cinco. I like throwing a Cinco when it's really, really hot up here. Feels like a good fish. Nope, just a regular Clear Lake bass. This fish fights so hard. He's actually smaller than a normal Clear Lake bass, but just as freaking hardcore. They are just so nutty. This fish is, we gotta call this fish like soon. Check, is he 13? 13. We really don't want that call board out today. Fish ended up being about 2 pounds. Just going to kind of keep this Cinco rolling a little bit. Oh, dude. That's a good fish. Good fish there. Let's see what we got. $3.15. There's a fish. Oh, man. I hope I caught that. That hook came right out and I scooped his ass. He's not the fish we need at all, but that was cool. Still put him in the bucket, more than I had a little bit ago. Probably about 2 pounds or so. .28. So these fish really weren't just chewing. These fish are coming like once an hour. So I decided to try something different here in this corner with a jerk bait and see what's going on. Just want to try throwing something different at them. Oh, it's stubby. Ugh. Oh, jerk bait there. Man, that thing is stubby. So I literally pick it back up, make my second cast with a jerk bait, and this is what happens. Yep, right when I was about to land that fish, camera decided to go crazy. So it's been about 2 hours or so since I've had a bite, so I decided to move on to a spawning fish that I found. Yep. That fish was about 2 pounds. So I decided to move my camera to the back of the boat just because my chesty was really not working. I think it was the exterior battery that was overheating or something. So I moved it to the back of the boat and it seemed to fix the issue. Caught a nice 4-pounder right here. Guys, I can't stress enough how freaking hot it was at this point. It is a scorcher. These fish are coming about once an hour or so. Caught about a 3-pounder right here. Fish was totally skin hooked. They just seemed super lethargic, not healthy. Day 1 midday update. It is hot. It's about a fish every hour. I have a feeling this is the way this whole tournament's gonna go. It's basically pitching around on these sparse brush piles and stuff, hoping there's a fish under there. These fish are totally lethargic. They don't want to eat. But when they do grab it, they do kind of run with it sometimes. But other than that, this has just been miserable. So we just got to keep it up. I got about 15.5 pounds or so. Just got to keep rolling. That's a nice one. That fish. I'm not shaking my head because of the size of the fish. It was the way I netted it. I almost lost that fish for sure. Alright guys, we're gonna weigh in right now and see what we got for the first day. Alright guys, we had 1689, but one of our fish actually died, so took a quarter penalty there, so I think we're sitting at 1659 or something like that. So that's for the first day, so we're gonna see how we did and go from there. Alright guys, started day 2, a little cooler in the morning at least, so that's a good sign, but might be a little windy today, I don't know, but I think I'd rather take the wind today than the heat. So we're going to be shooting for it. We're sitting around about 16.5 pounds, nowhere near where we need to be, but yeah, this is Clear Lake, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can put a couple toads in here. So guys, we're actually doing okay on the TOC side of things. Not as good as I want to be doing, but we're doing okay. As for the turkey shoot, we definitely need to step up our game, so let's see what we can do on day 2. And again, guys, I'm totally sorry, but the camera's definitely getting all weird with this heat. So I decided to move to a totally different location to try out some other areas, and I came across some spawners. So So guys, you'll really only see me doing this kind of stuff in tournaments. I really don't like fishing for spawning fish, but it's getting late in the day and I kind of have to make something happen. And I only had those 2 fish in the boat besides that last one I just put in. So now I have 3 fish here. So I end up catching this fish. This fish was a keeper, but I'm actually not in position enough to keep these size fish. So I actually pitched this fish overboard. I need to catch bigger fish, guys. I'm actually thinking I'm not even going to fish tomorrow, possibly, if I don't step up my game. So this fish definitely helped us. It's about 4 pounds right on the dot, but I'm still not really happy with where we're sitting. We're definitely going to go check out the weights to see how we're doing. All right, guys, at about day 2, 13.63. Really tough bite. Was able to kind of get them at the end there. Just found some spawning fish. I don't really like doing that too much, but it is what it is. But anyways, seems like a couple of guys came in with lower weights, but 13.63 definitely not going to cut it. I'm going to see if I'm going to fish tomorrow at all. But anyways, we're going to go up there and check out the rest of the weights. We didn't fish the third day. Basically what happened was there wasn't enough guys fishing the turkey shoot side of things, so they weren't paying out a lot, and I was not catching fish like the guy who was winning. The guy who won a few of those turkey shoots, which I don't know, he may have won the third day, but he guides up in Clear Lake. So I basically pulled off of that. You need basically about 25 pounds to win that thing. As for the TOC side, I was probably in like 8th or 9th place in that thing. I don't know, maybe less. I have no idea. But I was completely out of gas with my boat. And I started doing the math. It didn't make sense for me to go fill up my tank, and where I wanted to fish, I definitely would have had to fill the entire tank up to pretty much fish around. I wanted to drive around Clear Lake a lot. So it was kind of like, do I go? Do I stay? You know, what do I do? And I just end up going home. It was hot anyways or whatever. But hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. We'll see you back out there on the water in the next one.